Hello listeners, welcome to Hollywood Nights, a D&D actual play podcast brought to you by Brain Adventures. Hollywood Nights is a story about a trio of unlikely heroes from a medieval fantasy land who find themselves in modern-day Hollywood, where they learn that the villain who trapped them there is alive and well, surviving off the corruption that fuels Tinseltown. Let's meet our starstruck heroes.
Hey everyone, my name is Logan Arneson, and I play Sir Edwin Derman, a 55-year-old overprotective paladin and self-appointed father figure to the Princess Constance.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I play Constance, a royal pain-in-the-ass warlock whose personality is as fiery as my dragon familiar, Fuego.
Hi, I'm Hana, and I play Shattering Glass, a clumsy Kenku artificer under the employment of the royal family.
And I'm Izzy Rebels, Dungeon Master / West Hollywood gay guy with 2% body fat silently judging you from afar. But not really. Last time on Hollywood Nights, our starstruck heroes get a close-up look at the lives of the less fortunate as they come to grips with their new reality in this strange foreign land. Following this, the trio ventures off to Capitol Records to meet with a powerful businessman by the name of Nikolas Brimstone. Shatter, Sir Derman, and Constance continue to struggle with not only their new surroundings, but also their moral codes, as Mr. Brimstone is revealed to be a devil. And you know what they say about making a deal with the devil. The trio turns down the fiend and are quickly forced out of the office, but only after learning that a familiar foe has also found himself in the City of Angels. So, you guys just finished getting away from this hectic scene, being chased by some money golems, right?
Yes.
I've got their arm.
Yes.
It's full of money.
Yes, you do have an arm full of money now. A very twisted piñata kind of thing.
So fighting with us cost them an arm?
But not a leg.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Next time, Shatter.
Next time on Hollywood Nights. Okay, everybody is gonna run away further because I assume you don't want to be in view of these people as they are still looking down at you.
Yeah, let's go.
So everybody run away and give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
Making rolls right off the bat.
7.
I got a 19.
This will determine where you go to hide, opposed to how well you hide. I suppose it's both, actually.
Okay, well, that is a modified one. Shaking my fist and shouting. Sir Derman just turns and runs into traffic. Just people are honking, and he's like, ah!
Constance gets a 19, which is very good.
Shut up, Sir Derman.
Whatever.
Constance, you see Sir Derman and Shatter about to run into a busy street, and you literally reach out, grab them both by the collars, and hold them back.
Stop, you idiots!
Cool. Essentially, you're still in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. There are a lot of people around, so you're not doing a great job of hiding, but that's fine because you'll notice by now you're not being pursued anymore. It seems that after you left the building, you're fine.
Awesome.
Why don't you guys discuss what you just learned?
Yeah. What's next? Since our only hope try to kill us, basically, with money people.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Getting back home is not worth a person's soul. Obviously, we're not going to take that deal, and even if we still had that option, but we don't.
Right. So what now?
Constance. Actually, everybody, roll an idea check. That can be either wisdom or intelligence.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
I'll go for wisdom.
I rolled a 21 in intelligence.
Ooh, nice.
I rolled a 22 in my insight.
I rolled a 4.
Well, you kept us from getting hit by cars, so you're allowed.
Fine, yeah. It's all about balance.
Constance is good at, tactical, strategic battle stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are more the idea people.
I really shouldn't be an idea person.
Shatter, you got a 21, you said?
I got a 21.
Okay, that was intelligence-based.
Yes.
We're gonna start with Sir Derman. I think you know the traditional ideology of devils being Pure evil and just plain bad creatures that you can't work with is definitely something that you don't believe in. You might have the idea to see if you can attempt this with a different devil.
What about all the drunken zombies? We killed those guys. Couldn't that be like a soul?
They got back up.
Shatter, I think you're dealing with the new information you're getting, which is that Valandrius is here. I mean, he must exist in some capacity for Brimstone to have known about him, which makes you believe if you can find Valandrius, you can maybe, I don't want to say reason with him, but maybe you can use him?
Beat him up and get back home.
Maybe, yeah, something along those lines.
And by me beat him up, I mean Constance can beat him up and we'll go home.
What you want to do with all these ideas is up to you.
Sure.
Shatter waves their arms in the air, squawking, Valandrius is here!
Right.
What? How do you know that?
Brimstone mentioned.
Maybe we could make a deal with him.
I don't really like Valandrius very much.
Oh, me neither. Trust me. But
Shatter recalls the brawl fights within the guard and yells out in a guard's voice, Beat him up!
thank you, Shatter.
That seems well within our wheelhouse.
I mean, Valandrius was the one who got us here. He could take us back. We just have to make him.
Yeah. I think that's as good as plan as any other one. We would just have to find him.
Yeah.
We could do a stakeout and wait for him to leave that building, and then we could follow him.
We should wait, a couple hours, maybe more, so that everything calms down in the building and go back and wait for him. Yes?
Yeah, I'm down. Beat his ass up.
Yes.
Well,
I nod my head enthusiastically. Beat him up! Beat him up!
I just wanna follow him and then he will lead us to something else. He's our only lead, so we have to follow it in another way, which is stalking him, pretty much.
that is very wise of you, Constance.
Haha.
Very proud.
Thank you.
We'll wait an hour. I won't make you guys roll any stealth checks because I assume you will be relatively hidden, like in the area, just kind of hiding somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to a Starbucks.
Maybe not a good idea. What does a stereotypical stakeout for royal guards look like?
I'm going to have my nose in my brick because I want to make headway on solving this thing. I want my own brick.
Cool. I also want to note for Shatter, I think you have a few leftover gummy bears.
Oh, then definitely I'm eating the gummy bears.
Shatter is channeling a 13-year-old girl just staring at their phone super hard and snacking on gummy bears. Sir Derman?
Sir Derman is looking for a place to acquire nourishment that isn't rations.
Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
Like a 7-Eleven.
This will be a low DC because it shouldn't be hard.
Natural one.
Remember, I have a -2. That is an 11.
That's not bad. It's higher than the DC, so you can find like a Starbucks. They have quote unquote food there. No offense to Starbucks, please don't sue us.
Constance, I think we can get nourishment at this place here. Would you like to accompany me?
Just bring me something. I will stay and watch.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Fine. Thank you. I'm just pacing and I've lost my patience completely. So as I walk to the right, Fuego walks to the left and we just cross each other like angry lions in a cage. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Cool. Fuego has his head up and is marching back and forth, looking very vigilant. Sir Derman, you cross the street and go to the Starbucks. You go inside and see there's a line. You know what that is. Everyone who is present and aware of their surroundings notices you. You have a very obvious presence with your armor and big crystal sword, and maybe people just weren't expecting to see this at like 10 a.m.
So Dermot is gonna go get in line and just watch very intently at what people are doing when they get to the counter to try and grasp what this is.
Honestly, that is a real mood. My first time at Starbucks was essentially the same thing. You hear them speaking a language that doesn't sound like your own. Venti, half-calf, frappuccino, iced sloshness.
Dermot's getting nervous and just like taps the shoulder of the person in front of him in line.
This person is very enveloped in their brick. They pull out an earbud and turn around to you kind of like half-acidly. They're just like, what?
Excuse me, I've never patronized this establishment before, and I'm a little lost on how to navigate all of this. Just at the counter and the line and the menu and the baristas and everything.
Can you make a charisma check?
Flat charisma?
You can do persuasion if you'd like.
I have a +7 to persuasion. Boom, that is a 22 again.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Score!
Cool. This person is like, you're so cute. Yeah, I'll help you. Are you like new in town? What's up?
You could say that. Yeah, this is my first time in the Hollywood.
Yeah, I can tell. Cool. I like your outfit.
Thanks. I look this person up and down. You too. Very confused at what they're wearing.
Yeah, I think they're wearing like a big green t-shirt with super short sleeves. Their vest is covered in buttons of LGBT, rainbows, Black Lives Matter, stuff like that. Seems like a cool person, but not what you're familiar with.
Like, this person does not look like they could survive a fight.
Yeah, probably.
My gauge for most people. I could crush this person.
Oh my god.
That's how Sir Dermot evaluates everyone he runs into.
How easily could I defeat them?
But anyway, they'll help you get your order with the register lady who asks for your name.
Sir Edwin Derman, Captain of the Royal Guard in the Kingdom of Everchill.
Okay. I don't think I can write all that on a cup, but we'll do our best. Cool. So...
Alright. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you?
I see you have a tip jar. I will pay you nicely. Put some extra money into the tip jar.
Cool. Do you know what money you're putting in there?
Probably gained an understanding, I know numbers, but I probably grab a 10 instead of a 1. I'm just a little frazzled with everything and a little overwhelmed.
Then somebody calls out, Shuri Edith Germany, your drink is ready.
Well, that is certainly not my name, so that is obviously not my order. And I stay sitting.
Sir, this is your order. They wrote a note here that's just a picture of a really big sword.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't my name. My name is Sir Edwin Derman. The rest isn't really important.
Have a good day, Shuri.
Okay. So I would have gotten 3 sandwiches and 3 drinks at the recommendation of the nice, gentle person that helped me. I don't know what they would have ordered me, but take the drink tray and the bag across the street. This was overwhelming. You got this. You can fight a dragon. You can handle this.
Constance, on your ever-vigilant patrol, you see Sir Derman nervously walking across the street with some cake pops in his hand.
What is that?
I'm not sure. I got sandwiches and drinks and these dessert things that were recommended to me by a very nice person that helped me through the line at the establishment. Ooh, this has been exhausting.
Okay. Let's just eat. I hope it's good.
Everybody who's going to eat something, go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws. That turned out so well last time I had you all roll Constitution saving throws, right?
Oh boy. 5! Fucking 5! The world is against me!
That is a 7.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Why must you curse us, Izzy?
I'm not cursing
Why
you.
must you curse us?
Shatter, you honestly take one bite of this sandwich and start drooling. The food in this time is so much busier. It has a lot more to it. Even as someone who was living in a royal palace, you never really ate all that well there. You know, you were the help, so they didn't feed you great, and all the food here is like on par with what you would see Constance and her parents eating. So this stuff is just like crazy. Uh, I don't know if good is the right word. I'll say elaborate. It's got a lot going on. Shatter scarfs down food so fast they start choking, but you cough through it. You're fine. You eat the cake pop stick and all. Cool. So Sir Derman, you got a 7, you said.
Correct.
So kind of the same thing. This food is a lot more than what you're used to. Yeah, I feel like Sir Derman kind of lives off rations.
It's true. He rarely goes off rations.
So this is definitely a lot more than what you're used to. It's also way more expensive than what you would think, too.
I scarf it down, but I do not choke.
True, yeah.
Way to rub it in.
Constance, this is about the same level of quality of food that you're used to. You probably think it's weird that this is what's considered commoners' food. Like, you think everybody here eats like kings.
Interesting. I'm glad. I'm fine with it. I don't want to eat like the peasants.
Oh my god.
Sir Derman takes a drink of the drink just to try it. How do I even operate? There's a hole here. It's like very like muttering to himself. Just tips it a bit to like see how it pours. It's like, oh no. Start trying to like wipe up a little spill.
I don't think they had straws back in your time, so you wouldn't have thought to grab any. So you're trying to like drink through the little hole at the top. It's very cold. So you guys have your little stakeout picnic thing, whatever you want to call it. A couple hours pass, and you see Nikolas Brimstone. And he just steps out, straightens his suit, and he walks across the street into what looks like a very fancy building.
We should go in.
We'll just have to be on our guard. We don't want to get cornered with him again. I don't know how many times we'll be able to escape from him.
We can be sneaky, right?
You can.
Well, you can be sneaky.
Constance, you can do that
Yes.
thing you did before where you send Fuego ahead and look through his eyes.
True.
That's the easiest way for you to be sneaky.
Let's do that for sure. Yeah. Fuego.
Cool. So I believe when you do this, Constance, you lose your own vision. So you send Fuego off. Fuego is going to make a stealth check. Fuego has no problem. He's going to scout around the building and see if there's another exit or entrance or anything like that. Constance, through his eyes, you will see that there are multiple doors
Awesome.
here. There is one in the alley to the left, there's 3 in the back, and there's another 2 in the alley to the right.
Okay, did we see where Brimstone went?
Brimstone went in through the front door.
Oh, right. Is Fuego looking at him?
There's no windows or anything here, but Fuego can maybe fly up to the ceiling to see if there's anything there.
Sure.
He'll do that. Sir Derman, you'll see this. Shadow, you're probably too busy playing with your brick, but you'll definitely hear it. 3 or 4 vans drive up to this building. You see they unpack some stuff. They put traffic cones on the street. This takes a while. Fuego is flying around all sneaky, so all of this is happening over the course of like 15 or 20 minutes. Fuego gets to the ceiling. Doesn't look like there's a skylight, but you do see there are small enough openings where Fuego can fit through and fly in.
Do you mean roof?
Yes.
Yes, I do mean roof. Ceiling is the other side of the roof.
Okay. I was like, wait a second, is he inside or is he not?
He's outside, but he'll be inside now.
He goes inside, and there's a large attic here. There are some pigeons around. Every time Fuego flies by, pigeons kind of like freak out. One literally just falls over when Fuego flies by, just like. Fuego does see Brimstone. sees that he's on a stage, and it looks like he takes out a small sphere from his jacket pocket. He opens it, and it starts glowing. Constance, you can tell this is some sort of magical item. The orb glows and opens. Out of it comes a woman who expands from within. She's on her knees as she glows really bright, and all you can see for a second is a white silhouette of her. You see she has a pair of wings. These wings resemble like dragonfly wings. You see, as her actual features are revealed, her wings dissipate into what looks like dust. And I will say, you recognize this looks very similar to all the dust related magic going on with Shadow.
Sir German, there is a woman that came out from a metal cocoon that Brimstone had in his hand, and they're there, and I don't know if we should walk in, and there's the magical dust that brought us here, and we should do something about this.
The dust is there?
Yes, there is dust on the woman that came out of the cocoon.
Shatter, you'll hear all of this as well, and obviously there are some key words that would resonate with you.
Shatter, what do you know about this dust? The one that took us to this time?
Dust? Magical fairy cocoon! Create great protective barriers. The fibers keep everything inside very safe.
So it's probably a fairy, the woman you saw. Shadow, do you think if we got more of that dust, you could reverse engineer the magic to send us back?
I could try.
Okay, that seems like our best plan. The only thing is we need to separate Brimstone and this fairy. Maybe he will leave?
Can Fuego steal the cocoon?
So you can see that Brimstone and this woman are talking, but you can't hear what they're saying. Fuego is very far away because he wants to stay hidden. You think if Fuego gets much closer, he'll be seen.
Right.
Especially given how Brimstone was able to see Shatter when they were invisible back in his office. He seems very observant.
I really thought I was gonna get away too.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Then let's get Fuego out of there. I think we've seen enough.
I will say, as Fuego is leaving, you will see through his eyes that this woman is clearly unhappy about the situation. It seems like he's keeping her prisoner, and you see her wings are gone, and her clothes resemble those of the people of this time. You've seen fairies before. She's not dressed like a fairy, and she doesn't super resemble one. It almost looks as if she's trying to masquerade as a human. Fuego squeezes through the little opening he came in through. Shatter and Sir Derman, as this is happening over the course of another 15 minutes or so, you start to see people line up outside this building.
Well, I think Sir Derman will do what he does best and go tap on someone's shoulder and ask about this weird world.
Okay, who are you going to?
I will look for maybe someone with those similar pins. That person was helpful. Maybe that those pins recognize some kind of information squire person.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation.
Find all the game. I got a 15.
Not bad. You will actually see a lot of people have similar pins. Nobody seems to have the exact same ones. Maybe they're all trying to be original. But almost everybody in this line has those.
Perfect. I'll go to the first one and tap them on the shoulder. Excuse me, may I trouble you for a moment?
Oh, Silver Fox. Hey, Daddy, what's you up to?
Oh, I assure you I'm a full human, but, I was wondering what this establishment was, and I point at the building.
This is like Hollywood's best gay club. You don't know it?
Would Sir Derman, know the term gay?
Yeah, that was definitely a thing in your time. We're just gonna assume they use the same words and terminology.
Wow, I didn't realize they would have, entire clubs dedicated to that. Huh.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. Don't you love it? I mean, you certainly look like you would partake in this kind of event.
Well, I might have to check it out. Thank you for your time, and I head back.
Okay, you come check it out. I'll come check you out. He does mention the name too. It's the Javelin.
Oh, that's risque.
Head back to the group, and I'll just be like, all right, this building is called the Javelin. It is a type of club for gay people, which is cool. I didn't realize that those would have designated buildings. It just seems like. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, it seems like anyone can get in. Yeah, so that's our way to get in, I guess, is to wait in the line.
Sir Derman, can you roll me insight with advantage?
First roll is a 19. Second roll is a 10, so a 19.
With a 19, you will realize this is the kind of place where you will not be able to get in wearing that. And likely Shatter and Constance won't be able to get in either. Kind of sad to say, most of the people in attendance at this club are muscular white men and are obviously human. Constance and Shatter are none of these things.
Alright, so, I'm thinking maybe the two of you could sneak in. They seem to be pretty specific on the demographic that they're accepting into this establishment. I guess we all could sneak in. Yeah, that, or I could try and go in the front door and Shadow, you could take my weapons and armor in your little pack there. You could get it on the inside. What are we thinking, team?
Sure. Through Fuego, I saw there's other doors to go in, so we can definitely sneak in.
Yeah. I mean, Constance could make me invisible again, since I am clearly the, most likely to stand out.
And seeing as I'm not so stealthy, maybe Shadow, I'll have you take my stuff and I will just go through the line.
Shatter salutes.
Let's do that and meet inside.
Alright, take good care of the Rosekeeper. I hand my sword over to Shatter.
Hand your sword to me? Alright.
It's very hard to hold. It's heavy and quite large, and about the same size as Shatter.
It's clangy.
It is pretty.
Also very shiny.
Very shiny.
I do want that back.
Oh, disappointing.
So, Constance, you want to turn Shatter invisible, and then both of you will sneak in through the back or something?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
If you get into any trouble, just send Fuego to come get me.
Yeah.
So, Constance, you actually have two things you could do here. You could either cast invisibility and turn either yourself or Shatter invisible, or you could cast Pass Without Trace and give a +10 to both yours and Shatter's stealth checks.
Let's do both, so that we do get in, no matter what.
If you do both, neither of you will have to roll. You'll be so well hidden, you'll just automatically pass the stealth check.
Yay.
We'll make it easy on you.
Thank God.
Awesome.
You'll both be able to get in. While that is happening, Sir Derman, what are you going to do?
Derman's gonna go stand in the line with his pouches and feeling very naked without his armor or weapon.
What is Sir Derman wearing?
Probably still wearing shirt and a sash and battle skirt.
Probably still wearing his shirt?
Yes, I have my, vestments or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You're wearing a skirt.
Yeah, that's what we said, right? That's what I wear under my armor.
Yeah, I think so.
So I have
Yeah.
my battle skirt.
What's the Scottish name?
Kilt.
A kilt.
I think your battle skirt is pretty short to allow for maximum flexibility. Sir Derman, give me a performance check.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay, you go ahead and get in this line. A few people seem to take notice of you, but everybody is kind of eyeing up everybody here. So you make it to the front of the line, and the bouncer says, "Are you lost, sir?"
No, I'm just waiting to get into the javelin here.
They just let you through, and a person behind a counter sitting near the entrance says, "Okay, that'll be $15.
Alright, and I pull out my $10 pouch and hand them a bill, and pull out my $5 pouch and hand them a bill. Put my pouches back.
They definitely don't seem to care about you much, so they're just like, that's great. So go ahead and just head in through that door.
All right. Head it. Thank you so much.
You head in and see a lot of people in here, more women than you would have thought. Where are you heading exactly, Sir Derman?
I'm gonna stick towards the edges and just look for Constance and Shatter. Keep an eye out for Fuego. And then also, I guess, keeping an eye out for this fairy girl as Constance described.
Right, okay.
Good luck keeping an eye out for me. I'm invisible.
Just keep an ear out for Shatter.
Shit.
Are Constance and Shatter also going to be on the lookout for either Sir Derman or the fairy or anything in particular?
Yeah, definitely the fairy, cocoon, dust, brimstone, all of that. And Sir German as well, because we need to be together.
Like, I guess.
I guess I'll look for Sir Derman. I suppose we should all be together. Can everyone roll me a perception check?
Oh shit, that's nature.
Yeah, that is a unnatural 20.
6.
Oh, I got a 7.
No, probably because I'm taller than everyone at this club.
Shatter and Constance, you two are still making your way through the backstage area, so you won't find pretty much anything you're looking for. But as you get closer, the music gets louder, and you can follow that to find more. Sir Derman, what did you get?
Modified 20.
So, Sir Derman, you were approached by a young, slim, little man. He looks like he's around Constance's age, maybe even younger.
Are you lost, child?
I'm lost in your eyes. Are you like a sugar daddy or something?
No, I'm made out of flesh and blood.
I love hearing you talk about your flesh. He's making a lot of physical contact with you. Do you want to buy me a drink? Because I'm not old enough to buy one myself.
No, that is, okay,
God.
I'm just, looking for my friends.
It's okay. I'm 19 years old, so, like, if that's what you're worried about, it's fine.
No, you are not my friend who I am looking for, so I'm going to go find them. Thank you for your, advances.
OMG, you homophobe! He starts backing away, yelling and pointing at you, just repeating, homophobe! Homophobe! As he disappears into the crowd of people.
Oh, what? So Derman just kind of, like, looks around super confused.
Homophobia wasn't a thing in the Everchill Kingdom.
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand this term. I guess it's some sort of insult. So Derman's totally gonna use that at some point.
Okay.
And use it incorrectly.
You get closer to the stage, and you'll see behind the curtain, further in the back, away from the stage itself, is a woman who doesn't look like a fairy, but there is something about her that stands out to you specifically. I think you'll get an inclination based off your own magical nature.
It's like, I can use Divine Sense, right?
Will that work on Fae? You might want to use it anyway to see if you can pinpoint Brimstone.
Yeah, I'll use it. It's for Celestial Fiend and Undead. So, not Fae. But I'll still use it, yeah.
So, no detection of anything other than Fiend, which you get coming from somewhere in the building, so you know Brimstone is still here.
Cool.
Like I said, you see her and you can tell there's something about her that seems light and magical almost.
Is there anyone gonna be in the way if I try and approach her?
There are people around who are clearly preventing others from doing exactly that, so you can't do that. But you can make use of your high perception to find an alternate route to get to her.
Yeah, I'll see if I can sneak somewhere, get backstage. Now that I don't have a disadvantage on my stealth.
Go ahead, give me a stealth check.
I don't know why. I roll really good on the things I have high numbers to, and I roll really bad on the things I have low numbers in. That is a 5.
It's not too hard to sneak away from this area because it is so loud and there are so many distractions. You can get into the backstage halls relatively easily, and after doing so, you don't find this woman, but you do find Constance.
Hey, There you are.
Hey,
Thank goodness.
Dermot.
I jingle.
I
make
hug
my
them both,
presence.
just because it's been so much already. Like, can I have my stuff back?
That's
Oh, sorry.
that's enough. Thank you.
I fumble with Rosekeeper and I hand it over.
I clutch it and, hug it to my chest. Just missed you.
So, Sir Derman, you can get all your stuff back, but putting it all back on will take a bit of time.
Yeah, I'll just kind of do it slowly as we're moving. Just trying to, put my armor pieces on little by little, so we're not, just hanging out in a hallway. I'll be like, I saw, what I believe to be the fairy woman, this way, and I point kind of where I came from.
Once again, Sir Derman is hopping down a hall. He's lacing up boots and getting dressed. You do a lot of hopping and jumping for a 50-something-year-old man.
Yeah, I'm very spry.
Says the dude with -1 dexterity. So go ahead and make your way through the halls. Constance, you're probably leading the way. You will all make it to backstage and see the security here is pretty lax, which does seem suspicious. You're royal guards, and you understand security is essentially the same thing here. I will say, all of you notice there don't seem to be any employees or people here who aren't partygoers of some kind, which definitely strikes you as weird.
Right. No waiters or anything like that. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay, what spell?
I want to, reach forward and just tap Constance on the back and cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to make an Arcana check. I know. I got a 7.
Fuego can give you advantage if you'd like.
Ah, yay. I got an 8.
Man, you guys do not like to help me. So, Constance, you get to the backstage and see this woman in the corner. You can tell she looks nervous. Unlike everywhere else, there are guards around her. 4, to be exact.
Is she going to perform?
She looks like she's dressed to impress.
An artist.
Yeah, like a bard, essentially. But what did you want to do with your Arcana check?
I wanted to see if this is more than just a gay club, if this is something else, if these people are meeting here for other purposes, if they are really human, if something,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Something else going on that we're missing.
For a second, that sounded like that was going a whole different direction.
Oh.
I was like, oh, no. No. We're not doing any of that. With a low Arcana, you won't get much, but as a reminder, Derman did sense the presence of a fiend, so
Right.
I think you'll figure out Brimstone is still here somewhere, and judging by how you saw him and this woman interact, you'd guess he's probably keeping an eye on her. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything magical going on here at the moment. This seems to be what they say it is. This fairy woman takes a deep breath. She looks sad and troubled, but then moves onto the stage and you see her face light up. She
Okay.
now seems really energized and happy. So she goes to the front of the stage and you'll lose sight of her as you hear the crowd cheer. What are we doing? There are guards in the room here. Constance and Shatter are both still being very sneaky, while Sir Derman is still getting changed, I guess.
Are there still guards where she used to be seated?
Yes.
Can I get around them?
You're invisible, so you can try whatever you want to try.
Yeah, I want to search where her space is. I want to know if there are any magical artifacts that she's keeping just about in her personal area.
Go ahead, give me an Arcana check. Constance, what were you going to say?
I wanted to take the guards out.
I rolled a 22, by the way. That
Cool.
helps.
I mean, at this point, we don't know what's about to unfold.
Yeah.
Constance, how do you want to take out the guards? Like, to dinner, or...
With my bow and arrows.
All right, let's resolve that after Shatter's thing. So, Shatter, you got a what on your Arcana?
A 22.
Very good. So you'll get close enough to the area to inspect it thoroughly. The guards don't seem to notice you. From what you can tell, these guards seem human and not like devils or anything like that.
Oh,
In
good.
this area, you will see a lack of magical items, but you will have a sense of magical presence. I think it becomes clear to you now, if it wasn't already, she is definitely a fairy. Looking out at her, you can tell she's in a totally different headspace than what you just saw of her. She seems to be happy and lively. She's clearly about to perform for this crowd. You notice in this magical presence, the fairy dust on your talons shines like when you put the dust into the sun, like before. You can tell there is a magic connection between your fairy dust and her fairy dust. You know, there's something you could do to connect the two if you could get a hold of her and talk with her about it.
All right.
We're going to stop there and switch to Constance, who is pulling out a full bow and arrow in the middle of a gay club concert.
About to fuck my
while
shit
Sir
up.
Derman has his metallic pants around his ankles in the corner. Constance, go ahead and make an attack. Your first attack has advantage since you're hidden.
Oh, nice. I got a 24.
Okay, that'll definitely hit. Roll your damage.
I got a 7.
Awesome. I feel like you're thinking in your head, these guys are kind of asking to be shot.
Of course they are.
Like, I'm just doing what anyone would do in this situation.
Right? Thank you. Yeah.
Not weird. Not at all.
No, it makes no sense. That they call themselves guards, honestly.
All right, so you deal 7 points of damage and shoot this dude right in the neck. And he reaches for the arrow, starts gasping, and he just falls straight down. The other guards look in your direction. Sir Derman is in the corner, just standing there, putting on the last piece of your shoulder guard. You haven't even begun assembling the waist down armor yet. These guards look at Constance and charge her while pulling out these little, like, magical devices that seem to give off electrical energy. They're tasers, but you wouldn't know that.
But I get tasered.
You're about to get tasered for the first time in your life. Such a great place to stop.
Fuck.
Hey, Logan here. How'd you like that episode of Hollywood Nights, Brain Adventure's first Dungeons & Dragons quest? Look forward to more quests and our first campaign, A Familiar Journey. I wanted to take a moment to shout out our amazing fans. We have listeners from all over the US, Mexico, Denmark, and England. Didn't hear your country? Give us a shout out on social media, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch you next time on Hollywood Nights.